Hey there, welcome to the Million Dollar Marketing Show. I'm your host, Jody Sedini. Dive deep with us into the marketing maze where we're going to tackle the big business questions head on, share expert insights, and crack the code on what it really takes to take your business to $1 million and beyond. Whether you're a battle-tested entrepreneur or just stepping into the arena, this podcast is your arsenal for strategies that hit the mark, expert advice that you can bank on, and of course, a good laugh or two. So grab your drink of choice, settle in, and let's get ready to turn your business into a powerhouse together. Do you ever feel like your ads aren't as effective as they should be or they could be? The issue might actually be that they're just not part of a bigger, holistic, larger strategy. So today I'm going to be talking about a case study with one of my clients. Her name is Ashlyn from MySpaLive to reveal how a holistic marketing approach can turn those disjointed campaigns into a really powerful driver of business success. Hey there, so welcome to another episode of Million Dollar Marketing. I'm Jody Sedini. Today we're going to talk about how having a holistic marketing approach in your overall business can transform your ad campaigns from like being an isolated effort into an integrated powerhouse that really drives your business forward. This has been one of the secrets to success for some of our clients. So here's the deal. If your ads aren't working, it's not because ads don't work. I've said this many times before. You know that this is one of my core values. It's actually because they're not part of a cohesive strategy, or it's because of your messaging or your offer, or you're working with a terrible agency, one of those things. But it also could be that it's not part of an overall larger cohesive strategy. So I firmly believe that marketing always works when done right. So ads are a super powerful tool, but only when they're integrated into a broader, well thought out system. So I'm going to take a look with you guys at a real life example with one of my clients. Her name is Ashlyn and her business is MySpaLive. So she had these really great ambitious goals for her business. Things were going amazingly, but she was cautious about increasing her ad spend without a clear strategy to ensure a good return on her investment. I literally just had this call with her yesterday and I was like, I've got to put this in my podcast. So I want to break down how we approached the situation and then integrated her ad campaigns into having that cohesive marketing system. So first, we took a look at her current ad spend, and we discussed that it's super important to strategically increase the budget based on those KPIs or key performance indicators and the data trends. So throwing money at ads without a plan is a surefire way to waste your cash. Instead, we want to make sure that every single dollar that we are investing into ads is working as hard as possible. So what we do is analyze the performance of the current campaigns, and then we identified a whole bunch of opportunities to increase spend where it would be most effective. We wanted to just ensure that there was a balance between managing that risk and maximizing her return on investment, right? So we want to manage the risk. I talked about this in another episode before as well about having that risk tolerance. And you as your business owner, you, the one whose ads are spending your money, you have to know what your risk tolerance is. How much can you spend and still be profitable? Or how much can you spend even if it's not profitable and still be okay with that, right? Managing that risk and then maximizing the return on the investment. And that's where having a really great partner for your ads comes in. So when you work with us, we become a partner in helping you maximize that return on investment. And we also help you manage and understand the risk with ads. So next we focused on conversion rates. So one of the key insights was the performance of her warm audiences. So it's not surprising. They were converting at a much higher rate. However, we needed to balance this with making sure that we had a frequency cap to avoid the ad fatigue. So let me break that statement down a second. So frequency is how many times your ad shows up to a particular person in their newsfeed. And so if they're seeing the same ad over and over 5 times, that ad is going to fatigue. That ad is fatiguing at that moment, especially if you're at a frequency of 2 or higher. You're going to want to start figuring that out. You might want to put in more creatives. You might want to try a different audience, a different set of your warm audience. But for example,
we might have our entire warm audience combined in like a warm stack. So all social media followers, all website visitors, all people that engaged with your page, anybody who messaged your page, any of that could be in your warm stack. Anybody who's engaged with you in any way, shape, or form can all go into your warm stack. And then if that's the best performing audience, you're going to want to make sure that you have enough creatives there to not fatigue that audience by them seeing the same ad over and over and over again. And so we got to cap our frequency and have lots of creatives there, especially if we want to scale that budget. Now, there's another part of that too, is we have to keep that audience growing. And that will play into some of my other conversation here in this podcast. So we were able to maintain those high conversion rates while keeping the audience engaged by having those fresh creatives. So remember, marketing always works when you pay attention to the details and you adapt. So with the creatives, we also saw really great success with the creative assets, particularly like reels and viral organic content. And these formats, they performed exceptionally well in the ads, the viral reels, trending reels, things like that. So we decided to go ahead and create more of those reel-based ads and leverage those well-performing organic ads and use those posts and post IDs in the ad set for the warm audience. So from there, we optimized the ad copy and the creatives, and that was super crucial in reducing the cost per click and then improving the overall performance there. So it's really about making your content as engaging and irresistible as possible. So if you're creating organic content and it's taking off, then that can go into an ad and you can use that to reach more people, because even though you have 500,000 people following your page, they're not seeing your content. Not everybody is seeing your content. And so putting some ad spend behind that. And we did tweak that a little bit just to make it ad appropriate, because there are things you can say on organic posts that you can't say in an ad, or things that you can, put on a graphic, or music that you can use in an organic post that you can't use in an ad. So we kept all of that in mind as we were picking which ones to use, and then even, taking a concept and recreating it so that it would fit for an ad. So finally, it was really essential to ensure that we had alignment with Ashlyn's sales team. So she's got an amazing sales team. We coordinated closely with that just to make sure that the lead flow was high quality. And so having that really great flow of communication was essential, because we want to make sure that the leads that are coming in actually fit the leads that, like, the people that they want in this program, that the leads that are coming in are good fits that will actually buy. It's not enough for me to just buy a whole bunch of leads, right? Use the ad spend, buy a whole bunch of leads, and then say, well, I got you a ton of leads, like, good luck converting them. That's not how we do it. And that's another layer of that like holistic marketing approach, where we make sure that the lead quality that's coming in is actually good, because a lead is not worth anything if they're never going to convert. And interestingly enough, for this client, their leads are converting in about 2 weeks or less. So we can have a pretty good finger on the pulse of how that lead quality is pretty quickly. And that's not the same in every single niche. But this alignment of making sure that the lead quality was good, it's a really critical component in that holistic marketing approach. It really ensures that every single part of the system is working together seamlessly. So when marketing and sales are in sync, that magic can happen, right? Here's some takeaways. In this case study with Ashlyn, it illustrates how strategic ad spend, creative optimization, and then coordinated efforts with teams can really transform your marketing results. So by integrating your ads into like a broader marketing strategy, we can take that disjointed campaign where we have sort of that siloed approach, and we can make it a really cohesive strategy and turn that into a powerful driver of business success. So ads really feed into that holistic marketing system. It's important to understand that ads are not like a standalone effort. They're not a siloed part of your business, of your marketing. They drive leads, they drive engagement that fuel that entire marketing ecosystem. So by continuously using real-time data and then real-time feedback to refine our ad strategies, we make sure that they support our overall marketing goals with our clients. Like, we get clear on what that big marketing goal is for the client. We make sure that all of those strategies cohesively support that overall big client goal and lead to that success. So When we view marketing as a connected system rather than a series of isolated, standalone tactics, it can really make a difference in whether your marketing is successful or not. So I really encourage you, as a takeaway, think holistically about your marketing efforts. Think how you're doing it right now. Consider how integrating your ads into that cohesive, comprehensive strategy can actually unlock your business's true potential. So thank you for joining me today on the $1 Million Marketing Show. If you're interested in learning more about our holistic marketing strategy and how we can transform your business, why don't you reach out for a consultation so we can work together and achieve some incredible results. Until next time, keep striving for that marketing excellence. And remember, marketing always works when you do it right. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review our podcast, and I'll see you next week.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the $1 Million Marketing Show. If you enjoyed today's deep dive into the world of marketing, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you never miss an episode. And hey, if you're feeling extra generous, drop us a review and spread the word to your fellow entrepreneurs. Your support means the world to us, and it really helps us reach more entrepreneurs just like you. Until next time, remember that in business, if you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. I'll catch you on the next episode.